Hi, my name's Wanda. I'm going to channel energy for you from the universe of love. It turns into vibration in my throat, and that turns into a message for you. And this group of humans are representing mankind. So this is a special sort of gathering of, the idea is that we heal as one. So whatever you need to heal, these folks are healing it or standing forward for you to heal. So hopefully that's the idea. So I will step aside. I'm just saying hello, and these guys will start playing singing bowls or something, or they'll sing themselves. I don't know. And then I will let Aaron come out, and I'll come back at the end. Okay, go ahead. We will speak for a moment of the energy that is encircling those who have gathered here. It is a particular format that is across the land. So now humans have learned that they do not have to be close together to be one. They may have distance between them and still be joined together through the energy, such as duplicated through the singing of these bells. It's the same love energy. So as you practice, you have practiced close together. Now you are practicing with more distance. And then there will be more distance and more and more. And soon you will come to understand that your love energy can cover all of your earth, from one side to the other and back to you, just like the biggest bowl in the world, all the way around and back to you, and all the way around. Now, as love energy travels through others, it gathers momentum and gathers their energy and their love. So by the time it comes back around to you, there's a whole lot of new experiences, emotions, and evolutions by others that have now come back to you. So now you are much more than you were when you sent out the vibration. Now you are all the humans who are in touch with the vibration. So as it comes back to you, you are now as big as the world. So your energy goes around the world. Your energy picks up the love and life experiences, thoughts of others, comes back to you. So now you yourself have turned into the universe of love. Not that you're not already the universe of love, but with this scenario, it draws a map for you, so you can't deny it. For when you are not in physical, you are one with the universe of love and one another. Now you're learning how to be one with human bodies and how to reach others who are further distance away from you, who you can't touch with your physical hands. You are learning, you are growing, you're getting bigger and bigger energetically. So now you're able to send love out. And truly, what you have come into form to do is just this, to allow love energy to pass through you to the masses. You didn't really come to have love energy just pass through you and go nowhere. You wished it to go forth as far as it could go. And that has to do, of course, not of course, it has to do with you allowing it through completely and not blocking it or holding on to it, because that's sort of a thing done initially, because you really don't know if you're ever going to get enough love. You don't know how much you need. You feel like, oh, I need so much love. I will hold it for myself. But eventually, as you are filled and refilled with this love energy, which feels like a sense of ease and a way to walk through the world that appears very easy to you when you allow the love energy to pass through you. So now when you become a walking love and talking love and being love, you'll know then that the energy is passing through you and you're allowing it through, that you're not blocking it or stopping it. It's going out to the world. And that's truly what you all desire more than anything at all. So it's our favorite topic, of course, speaking of love energy, but there are many other things to behold with humans. You're always getting into little messes and such, and fights with one another. So it's the sort of interesting human experience. So what will we discover during this energetic exchange?
Hi, Erin. I have some holes in my aura, and I'm just wondering how I can repair them.
First of all, what do you think this word means?
Aura?
Yes.
An energy field meant for my protection from energies. From
And do you think you need protection?
Sometimes.
That would imply that there's something dangerous about you. We will explain. This word you are using is, it's truly, it's the universe of love. It's love energy. As you come into human form, you have it inside of you and out. So your love energy extends beyond your physical being. You're not always aware of it, but sometimes if you put your hands out, you can feel resistance here. There's a little bit of resistance before you pull it in. There's something there. Now, if you're able to feel that, you'll start to understand that perhaps you yourself, which you are love energy in a human form, your energy is coming out. So what is it you would need? Well, first of all, there's no way to get holes in it because it's your love energy. You are a being come into human form, your energy. So it's impossible to put a hole in energy because energy automatically fills the holes if there is one. So it's impossible to have holes in your love energy. So if you wish to discuss why it is you are fearful and believe that others' energy are able to enter your love force without your permission, we may discuss that. But you need to understand, firstly, that this word you use is your love energy extending beyond your physical being. So you are so protected you don't even know. Plus, of course, there's your non-physical support team. They're there with you too, as is this energetic field. So if you would like to explain, perhaps you don't wish to do so at this moment, but we would ask you, first, do you understand what we mean? And do you believe it? Let's go there.
I understand that an aura can be built from love energy, yes.
But not exactly built, because it is your essence. It's who you are. You just happen to have a physical frame on top of it. So your energy cannot be contained within. It goes out a little bit. So it's you, it's your energy, it's your connection to the universe. It's you are the universe of love. You are the same within one another. This is a big concept and very small. How much of it do you understand or comprehend, or are you able to believe?
I'm pretty new to this, so I would say I know very little.
Do you believe that there's a part of you that came into physical form to have a life experience?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So the parts that came in before you were human, what would you call it?
Energy, spirit.
Yes. So your energy, your spirit, came in, got a physical body wrapped around it. And do you think it's small enough to be contained within the human frame?
No.
So it extends beyond the human frame. So what we are saying is this resistance, you'll begin to feel this as you try. You will understand that out here is absolutely free. You can fly your hands around if you want. As you come in, you'll feel a resistance where your energy field, or whatever you wish to call it, is. This is just this is just a proven, we don't know if it's proven at your time. It is a proven fact that there's energy outside of your physical being. So if this are true, and if you're able to understand this, how would you get a hole in yourself? How would this occur, do you think?
From cutting of cords.
A cutting of how would this occur?
Having a healer cut cords for me for attachments.
Oh, so this language is not precise. Are you speaking about energy from others that
Yes.
is getting, that you are allowing into your energy field?
Yes.
So the question really is, do you understand that that is your choice, that you are energy? You have said that you agreed that you came in as energy, so you must be energy still, or your energy just left somewhere. But when your energy leaves this, your human body just falls down and disintegrates because there's nothing left. So as you are still energy at this moment, and you are speaking of others' energies coming into you, it would be your decision to allow them to come in. Now, we will tell you, we will just continue on here because we will explain this to you and you can see how it sits with you. There are certain reasons that humans say, someone is in my space, someone has injured me. All of these are human words, but you're talking about energy. The only time when others get into you and affect your brain and all of this are when you lose your attachment or your memories that you are the universe of love. Then you get small and you become your human self only. Now, if you wish to be a human self only, that's a very vulnerable place to be. And if you are human only, all kinds of things, you're angry, you're something wrong with you, you're disabled, you're dysfunctional, you're diseased. That's when you get very, very small. All of a sudden you forget that you're wondrous, that you're energy and love energy, and you think there's something wrong with me. I am a flawed human being. Do you understand words along this nature?
Yeah.
So it is inside the heart of you. So you don't need help outside. You just need to remember inside that you're wonderful, you're wondrous, you're divine, you're exceptional. You've come into human form to allow love to flow through you. Otherwise, you would have left by now. So you're staying. So your purpose is to allow love energy to pass through you. And when it does, it heals you on the inside. You're filled with love and ease, and all of a sudden, everything's pretty good. You don't have to worry about anything because everything, it doesn't matter. Humans come, events come and go, emotions come and go, and yet your energetic self stays. So we would ask you to remind yourself that you are a divine being in your physical form, which you know, full of love energies. It surrounds you, it keeps you safe. Your non-physical support team pet you on the head and put you to sleep every night. You're well preserved, you are well cared for and nurtured because you are the one in human and the non-physicals are not. So you are not abandoned here on the earth to make a go of it and good luck to you, ho, ho, ho. It is not like this at all. You are there and you are protected as much as you wish to be. So, of course, the free will is the most important thing. If you wish to be terrorized by life, that's all right. You can be terrorized by life. And sometimes you'll come back to the center, which is, I'm divine. I have a great support team. I am the universe of love. I have energy that surrounds me at all times. And I myself am full of love. Come back to that. And then you might wander off again over here and say, oh, my life's crazy. Or you might come back, say, I'm divine love. I keep forgetting. I'll try to remember a little longer this time. Whoa, what's over here? Oh, that was quicker this time. I came back much more quicker and came to understand I'm divine love. This is the human life. You go, you come back, you go, you come back. Sometimes you go and never come back. But it's all of the experience, the free will experience. What do you think of that?
That makes sense to me. I understand.
You are divine love. You come and go and have your frolicking about on the earth and remind yourself that you are a splendid, wondrous being anytime you forget.
Thank you.
Let us do namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. that scared the pants off of everyone. So now it would be difficult to have a follow-up discussion that is not so pointed at the human being that speaks.
You're funny. Hi, Aaron.
Hello.
I don't have a question today. I just am bravely asking what you have for me.
So you have come to understand that you're divine. It's been told to you over and over and over, and finally you say, all right, I'm wonderful. I'm wondrous. I'm spectacular. It's not easy for humans to say these words because they've not been the way other humans have spoken to you, and they have certainly not encouraged you to speak in such a way, but you are truly magnificent beings. And the more you say it over and over and over, the lighter you feel. The more you say, I'm magnificent, I'm splendid, you feel lighter already. Just by the words, you can feel your body loosening up. You feel your face is smiling, and all of a sudden your headache is gone. So now here you are, remembering your splendid self. It is not the usual human way, but you are unusual humans that come to this energetic exchange. So you're unusual humans, unusual, beautiful, divine beings, but unusual nonetheless. So it is not always lifted up either. But neither are humans. They are considered arrogant and self-centered when they speak this way, but it is upside down thinking. For you are truly speaking the truth. You're not lying when you say you're magnificent beings. You truly are. You're adored by non-physical in the universe. You have come into physical form while others have not. What else can be said for this? You are brave, showing up in human form over and over and over, trying and trying to allow love to flow through you. It is relentless how human beings keep showing up and trying to offer more to the world, time after time after time. That's why you're splendid, you're brave, you're spectacular, unusual also, divine, starting to remember your divine self and your connection with one another in the universe of love. And as you remember that connection more, and because you're being easy, you're saying, I'm magnificent, therefore you are magnificent. I know I don't know you, but you must be magnificent because I am. And over here, you're magnificent, you're magnificent. And as this message carries forth, the world gets a little bit lighter because people remember the magnificent. There will be less discord, fighting. You say, no, I'm not. I can prove it. I'm so rotten. You can't prove it. You have a physical form. That's all you have to say, really. I see you have a body, so that's that. You are magnificent. You're divine. Just like that. And pretty soon, they might think you're a little bit weird, but after a while, the message will carry from human to human to human. You're all divine beings having a shared experience, individual and all as one. So as you become lighter and speak more and more about your divinity, others will as well. And then your world will change. One by one human at a time, your world changes. So as other humans see you walking by with your big smile on and your halo and your crown on, they will start to wonder if perhaps they have a crown too. Well, they're all wearing crowns, and I've always wanted to try one on. Perhaps I will later at home in my secret room, and they'll try it on. They'll like it, and maybe next time they'll come outside with the crown on. They'll start to wonder, they'll start to understand that they are magnificent as well. We are all kings and queens and beautiful humans on the earth. It will change the way that you exist and how you communicate with one another and be amongst one another. It's a whole another way of being, but it's it's not so far-fetched, because it's your home, it's where you live. When you live in a place of ease, which is the universe of love, you already know how divine and wondrous you are. So it's not like this is new information. It's something out there that you've never heard and you want to debate about. There's some part of you inside that it resonates with, and you think, I think that's true. I think I am a divine being. There's a part of you that knows that. Those that don't know it have just spent a lot of time with other humans who are denying it. It does not mean when they go home alone in their room that they don't know deep inside that they are divine beings as well. In the secret heart of all humans, the truth is known. What do you think of that? You know this already, but we thought it would be fun to talk about.
I think it's wonderful. I love looking at people, especially recently, that and feeling that way towards them. It makes me feel lighter.
Yes.
Yes.
And they in turn will be lighter, but that's not your business, as you know, but it just happens. So that's just a little side note.
Okay.
Let us do namaste.
Yes.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Hello, Aaron. It's Ash.
That's not your title.
The professor. I was thinking about remembering, and a lot of these messages you say is you're not imparting in information. We're just reminding us of things that we know. I'm curious why it is that we forget these things. If remembering improves the human condition so much, then why would we not remember more easily?
If you all remembered, you would be living in the universe of love. There would be no strife or arguments or human dilemmas. You would be all enlightened beings, divinely smiling, namasteing one another. There would be no true human experience. The human experience is, can I make it through this? Is this awful thing going to befall me? Watching others suffer, and how do you deal with that? Watching loved ones suffer and leave, how do you deal with that? How do you be your highest, greatest self while having a life that is difficult? That's the true human experience, you see. You know this very well, because your human life has been up and down, 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 sometimes every moment or sometimes every day, up, down, up, down. But at the end of all of the life, at the very end, you will say, that was quite a ride, like a roller coaster. Humans actually love roller coasters. Up and down, catch your breath. You don't know if you're going to make it, up and down, all around. That's the adventure, the life adventure. It's fun, it's exciting, it's harrowing, it's sad, it's remorseful. You fall out of the roller coaster. You don't know what's going to happen. You just don't know. That's the part of it, you see. That's what you show up for, in hope that you still can allow love energy to pass through you, even through turmoil and negative events, and things happen to your human body and your mind all of the time. And do you still show up again time after time in a life? Yes, you do. You do, because the human life was worth it. It was worth all the craziness that happened, because they were balanced with the wondrous times, the times of special connection, the times when you felt connected to the universe or the stars, the time that you could see a God or a source within a small child's face. The times that you knew something's going on here and I can't put my finger on it. There's something magical or mystical happening here and I don't know what it is. That's the true life. That's a life worth living. And that's a life that you all have access to. So you don't want to remember that you're divine from the beginning to the end. You want to live. You want to dance with strangers. You want to laugh with strangers. You want to jump in the ocean and feel the cold water against your human body. These are the things you want more than anything else. That's why you have your physical body. For when you don't, you'll remember it all. When you're finished with your body and you're non-physical, then you'll remember everything. You'll know everything. You'll be an all-knowing being. But not while you have your physical form. It's for living. Do you understand?
Yeah, so it sounds like it's more the thrill of the ride and the experience, as opposed to trying to learn a lesson or evolve through different experiences, and like we would learn in a lifetime, as how you would view a life as a child would be very different than how you might view it as an adult or an elderly person, looking back on your life, and how you would react to different situations. But that's learning, right? So it's not necessarily about the thrill of it. It's to try and learn.
Let us put it another way. Would you like to live a life where you go to school every single day and you get marked and you pass or you fail? Or would you like a life where you show up day to day and you meet strangers, or you might not, you might trip over a rock, or you might find a beautiful rainbow? What life do you think you would choose?
Well, the latter one has the surprise element to it, so that makes it more interesting.
Yes. Unpredictable.
So not knowing what happens makes the thrill of it, because looking forward to an event and you're not quite sure how it would unfold. So I get that part of it, but the remembering of your essence doesn't. It would seem to me that if people had that basic understanding, that I said, we would have a very different experience on the earth than we have today.
You would certainly not be drawn to lessons and marks, but you would definitely be drawn to adventure and magic, because that's your highest being, which is to play and laugh and connect with others and allow love energy to flow through you. You wish to cry when others are in pain and laugh with them when they're laughing. You wish to feel complete with other human beings and be one with them. Feel whatever emotions are going on, anger, sadness, happiness. You want to feel all of that. That's your highest self. You didn't come there to pass a class in humanity. You came there to live a life experience completely. Bad, good, happy, and sad. It's all the same. It's a life worth living.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Let us do namaste.
Yes, please. Namaste.
Namaste.
Hello, Erin. I'd like to ask you, do we choose the family and friends in this lifetime?
Oh, what a wondrous question, particularly following the one where we just said life is magical and fun and unpredictable. It would really answer your question. Now, we will say this. When you jump into your human form, you do jump into a human being that is of your choosing. Just that first one. The first one where you become one with them. You spend time within their body. You use their body. You become one with them, and your spirits become one. While you physically become one as well. But it's only for that time when you are one. Then when you are released and you are no longer attached to that, then the game is on. You don't really know who you're going to run up against. Now, what you're actually asking is, do you come across humans who are familiar to you? Yes, this is true. So we have reworded and put it into a different framework, what you're actually asking. So the first one, you choose it for the moment that you're in there and you're one. Afterwards, you come across humans sometimes who seem very familiar to you. They say things you think that you know they're going to say. You're very easy with them from the very beginning. Something's weird. Why am I so comfortable with this human and I don't like any of the others? What's going on here? So what you are talking about here is bumping into other energy that's like you. So you're bumping into yourself. Of course, you love yourself. Wow, you're familiar to me. I know what you're going to say next because I know what I'm going to say next. Now, this is a little complicated, so try to understand that you, the essence of you, is fun, loving, joyful, hopeful. When you run across another being who is the exact same as you at the moment, at the place where you are at the moment, you're not always happy, joyful, and carefree, but at the moment that you are and you come across another human who's in the same mind and experiences of life, it's looking at yourself and you love yourself. Wow, you're wonderful. You're in the same place as me. Oh, you are me. We are the same. We are having the same experience. What's happening here? Now, this is a little bit complicated. Now, when we say that you see yourself, this could be a little bit of energy playing around, going back and forth. We're not going to delve into this too much, but this is going back through other lives, coming forward, back and forth, because you understand that you come in and out of your form easily, quite easily, from time to time to time. You're not always in this one, but you're eternal. But what if you exist through other times in your same sort of basic energy, which is this loving, carefree being? What if that being was alive before in another body, and then the energy came forth in a dream or a memory or some sort of throwing energy forward? And what if it landed on someone else? Now that person looks like you used to be, but now here you are also. So you're meeting yourself. And that's a very complicated answer to the life, the world that you're living in, and the time and the space that you're in doesn't understand or allow for this. So they call it other things. Oh, it's my mirror self, whatever. We don't really know the words, but you make up words for it because you notice there's something about that human that's very familiar. So you have to call it something because it's a phenomenon. Enough of you have seen that's weird to start labeling it. So humans are noticing that's weird, this is weird, what's going on here, what's happening here. All of you are, not all of you, many of you are starting to open to the notion that I am energy, I can travel back and forth through time, I am kept in this physical form just for a moment. So therefore it makes absolute sense that I'd run into myself again somewhere, in some other way. This is a very large notion. Do you understand at all what we're talking about?
Yes.
You do.
Maybe, I think.
It's complicated because it's not actually the discussion that we typically have. Our focus is not on this meeting up with oneself from another time or dimension, because in the world you live in, you have parameters to live in. So you are all comfortable with the rules that this is a day or a year or all of this. Even the notion of going in and out of human bodies is a little bit out there. So if we were to tell you that also your energy can go back and forth, that's just way beyond the grasp of most humans. But since you have asked the question, and we want to clarify that there are many words made up by humans that resonate as truth within them, but they can't find the word. So they make up words, and then everyone starts using that word as if it's the true word. So your true words often lead you astray because each person then attaches another meaning to it and another meaning. And eventually it means something totally different than the first person who invented the word meant it to be. So words are tricky. And you cannot always understand or predict what they mean. But if you take the word back to a realm of energy, then you can speak about it. There's something energetic about that person that touches my heart or reminds me of myself, or I know what they're going to say. How is that? Do I have ESP now? What's happening? So if you can get it down to its basic sense and not label it as something, then you will be more apt to find the place within you that can answer the question, that understands the answer to the question is the question. So when you ask it, you already know the answer. The answer lies within. but human words can lead you astray. We've muddled that up totally, but if you got anything from that, that would be wonderful.
I did. Thank you very much.
Let us do Namaste.
Namaste.
Hello, Erin. This is Joan.
Yes.
I wasn't sure if I was to go next, but I have an idea that you have information for all of us for this beautiful unit, this pod of love. It's going to help our broken hearts.
Ah. So, shall we speak of this word, this broken heart? For this is a human labeling of something, and we're going to break it down to what it truly is. It's an emotional vacuum, a hole that is allowed to be created within your energy field. So we're all the way back around to the energy fields and the holes within them. So what we are saying is that you are love energy. Your energy extends beyond you. So as you speak of a hole within it, it is one where you have decided to allow it to be. So you have said, I'm going to allow this a hole to appear, so my heart may feel broken, so that I may feel alive. I may remember that I'm a human being. I will not forget that I, as a human, experience extreme emotions. So it's something beautiful. It sounds like the worst thing to have a broken heart. But again, it means I am fully alive. I'm still on the roller coaster. I'm on the roller coaster of life. Broken, angry, sad, whatever it is. Do you understand what we mean?
Yes.
So really, it's a joyful event that you're alive, and you may feel it so thoroughly that you may call it a broken heart. For you're not finished yet. You're not finished with your life experience yet. You're still at it. You're still having the experiences. And when you have fully understood that you are just wishing to feel alive, it will heal and disappear, and you'll move on to the next human thing, which you don't really know if that's going to be good or bad either. But still, it will be more of living, more of life. We don't at all mean to minimize a life lived, but living happily is just as valuable as living a sad life. Living in anger is just as good as being happy or sad. They're all extreme emotions which remind you that you're having a human experience while you're divine on the inside. That you're alive, that you're still here making a difference to other humans. And there's always a chance of love flowing through you to others when you have your human body. For when you don't have your human body, humans can't hear you very well. They don't listen to non-physical at all. They can't feel the vibrations or the words or the banging or the shadows, nothing. So while you have your physical body, there's more chance for you to allow love to pass through you to others and make a difference in their lives. You're not finished yet. You're not finished living. What do you think of that?
Well, I'm doing my best not to use an expletive. That's not, whatever. I understand, like from my own perspective, I am blessed. I know I'm blessed. I feel it very strongly. And I have a sense that anything that I've experienced in my life has brought me to a space of understanding the human condition.
Yes.
and my compassion for others.
Yes. For
Because-
without the deep broken heart, you wouldn't understand the broken heart in others.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't know that it was important that I experienced the incident of my son dying with fentanyl poisoning. But I also know that I'm not really available to do anything but love who I am and express the experience in a very coveted manner.
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes a difference in your earth, does it not?
Yes. And the point is, there's always something beautiful that comes out of a tragedy.
Yes.
And that's the other thing that I embrace very fully.
Yes.
With a
You've
great
got
deal.
it.
Pardon?
You've got it.
Well, I've got it.
You've got the life thing down pat.
Right. But I heard you say earlier that because we are this universal of love, if that love flows through me, throughout me, I won't have any more physical problems with my body.
Oh,
I'm
no,
wanting-
not at all. You'll have lots of problems with your physical body.
I don't want any more problems. I want the problems now to go away, thanks.
Well, the physical body, you know, is very temporary. So it's just for your time. It's just for your little time. You're going to use it, play with it, do what you can. When it's finished, it's finished. You know this. So you can't really do anything about it. Your body's done what it has done as the best that it could for all of its time. Your bodies are wondrous things. They last for as long, you do terrible things to them, and they last some longer, some shorter, and they're very temporary housing. You don't like to hear that, but you understand that it's the truth.
Temporary housing. In other words, they house the spirit that I'm in as a human.
Yes.
And that of course is temporary because, good heavens, we don't want to last forever in a
no.
human body.
That is absolutely no fun at all. No,
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Is that good for you? You don't like it, but is it understandable for you?
My point is that I'm really tired of having predicaments. Like,
Oh,
how many more predicaments does Miss Joan Marie need before she really gets it? And am I going to get it before I exit this planet at this time? Like, holy tamale, what's next?
do you see how you make it so playful? You yourself are making it a playful event. How many more events must I have? You are making it playful, for you understand that that's the point of life. You just
Yes.
don't know what's going to happen. And you yourself are laughing about it. That shows other human beings how to live there. Laugh about it. Because it's just life. You can't really change events, external events at all. But you can laugh at them, or you can be angry or sad, do whatever you like. So you are setting an example about how it is, how it is to be inhuman. Complain a little bit now and again, laugh sometimes, but you really don't know what's going to happen. It's unpredictable. That's the point of life. It's unpredictable. Could be good, could be bad, could be a little of each.
So yes, I know that there's a bigger part of my being that is full of love and laughter. There's a bigger part of my being that's in awe because of the joy of what happens every day. I
Yes.
always begin my day by saying, I joyfully attract the best with ease. So
Yes.
I get the joy, I bring in the best, and then it's easy. Oh my God, the best was easy. Now, sometimes the best is something that, like a car crash or something, but it was easy to accept the fact that it too was important and I'm okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've got it.
Thank you.
You're a wondrous being.
Yes, of course, we all are. We're a unit. Hey guys, we are wondrous and in wonder.
Oh. Let us do Namaste together.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Well, I'm not sure how to follow up with that one.
You are wondrous being as well. We will begin with that.
Thank you. I'll just start talking and see what comes up for me to ask you, I guess. The word connection is being brought up in my head again. I know we've talked about it enough immensely.
Never talked about connection enough.
I know.
Because humans, you look as if you're individual. You all look different. Every one of you is different. So they're all the connection cannot be spoken about enough because you look so different. You don't look like you belong together. And yet the inside of you is exactly the same, but you can't see it with your eyes. So humans are stuck sometimes looking at the outside. You don't look like me. I don't think I like you. But what about my insides? It's the same. I can't see that. So I don't know if you're the same inside. But if those who understand that you're all from the same place and you're all energy, love energy inside, then you know about it. So this can never be talked about enough, that you're all connected together as one on the inside. And the beautiful part about you all looking different on the outside is you have to try harder to remember. Or try easier to remember. We interrupted you. Carry on.
It's okay. You got excited. I think just connection in general, I think in the aspect of a more advanced connection. What are your thoughts on more advanced connections? Much more so, I don't know.
What do you consider advanced?
Well,
in your
Pam's
place?
question was talking about, like, I'm sure you were trying to say not twin flames in that sense, or like those kind of connections, but more of a romantic connection. I'm just curious to hear Erin's thoughts on the more partnership connections, especially because now more than ever, I find society is shifting those point of views. And things are really changing what people want and what don't want. So I'm just very curious to what you have to say.
You are speaking of two energies that are the same or similar, that look the same, and you come together and you say, you look like me, you think like me, I think I want to be one with you. This is what you're referring to? Well, we have changed it because there are words again, and you have used them, that humans use to describe certain events that are incorrect. They're not precise. You are speaking of two energies, individual, you're all individual energies, and yet you're also all one energy. But you are speaking of having a favorite energy. Hello, I think you're my favorite energy. You look like me, you think like me. Let us be together as one, and we will be inside the entire world, which is also one. So when you think of it in this way, that you're speaking of two special energies coming together, and then the entire world is also one energy. And we don't know if you believe this, but it's really you that you're looking for. So when you find yourself, do you wish to be, do you believe that there's only one human being out there that is you? Now we have said the whole world is you. All right, so that's your hint. Do you believe there's only one more energy that's like you?
There's probably multiples.
Yes. So it is impossible for you to look for one. There are many of you. There are many like you who are similar to you and work well with you, and you are together and in ease and love, and it's just a wonderful time. There are more than one of those situations. There's not just one, so you don't have to look the world over to look for that one that's yours. There are many. So you may spend some time with one and be together, and whoa, I'm beautiful, you're beautiful, wonderful times. And then after a while, all of a sudden you don't want to be so close together. I need a little bit of space. I can't breathe. I want to think for myself. I want to go far away and do something else. So then the other human who is like you goes their own way too. So then you're now this new place, you're gone off, you want to have a little adventure. There's another you. You say, that's weird. I just left me over there, and now there's another me here. All right, then, here we go. Let's get enmeshed. We're going to be one together, you and I. You see? And this carries on and on and on. Now, as much as you wish it to be, if there comes a time when you are satisfied with sitting home with yourself in the rocking chairs or whatever, doing the same thing, then you have that experience. Now, if you decide to say, I don't want to sit in a rocking chair anymore, and you go all the way over to the other side of the bushes, maybe there's another you over there on the other side of the bushes. But you would never have known that if you had stayed in the rocking chair. So what we are saying is life is an experience. Do what you want. Go to that side, go to that side, go in the bushes, swim around the water or not. Stay in the middle, stay in the rocking chair your whole life. You can do whatever it is you wish. But if you can remove the pressure that some humans have said, there must be one and you have to find them. These notions are man-made notions. So you must check inside yourself, or we have given you some more ideas. You can check inside with what we are exchanging here, but also check out everything everyone tells you. You do this anyway, but now sometimes you fall prey to something that you wish were true. I wish that were true. I think I'm going to believe it. I'm going to make myself believe it, even though it's really not true. When I check inside, I really want to believe it. So you go back and forth like this. All of this is the human experience, all of it. So you can make yourself believe something that's not true, or you can decide to follow something true, or you can go in the bushes, you can go in the water, you can stay in the rocking chair. All of it. It doesn't matter what you do. You can't really go wrong. But what you can do is enjoy each day. Who is that with you? Do you see yourself? Are you there? Come on, let's go walk down the street together and look at the sunshine. All right, that's good for that day. So that day you can decide how you want to live your life. Each day is up to you, really each moment, but that's really taking it so small. You have a hard time understanding that. But really you have each moment to decide. Will I go this way or that way? Now what? Will I go this way, that way? Get a headache after a while. But at least if you break it down to one day, you come to understand or minimize the pressure of trying to find yourself. You could be anywhere on the earth. The earth is, you've got lots of humans there. You can't tell from the outside if they're you till you get into their energy space. And then you'll see if they're you or not. And you'll be able to connect with them if they are much like you. Is that understandable at all for you?
Yes, it does. Very much so. It's like playing hide and go seek with the game of yourself.
There you are, you see. And you will get fun. So the group that is gathered here knows how to have fun. You understand that life is fun, or it's tragic also. But this group is starting to understand that's a life lived. It's the roller coaster. It's happy, it's sad, I find myself, I throw myself away, whatever. All of it is a life lived. And that's the experience that is being had in the common group that is here, which represents mankind. This is the belief of mankind. They don't know whether they should stay on a roller coaster, get off, if it's really a roller coaster, if they can believe themselves, if they can't believe, blah, blah, blah. All of these thoughts, these are all a life lived. That's really all you've got. We make it sound very simple, and then you wonder, well, why are we having these energetic exchanges at all then? Because we're all fine the way we are. So that's absolutely fine too. But there's something with you humans that you're interested. You're interested in more than what you can see. So you're thinking, something's going on beyond what I know, and I'm curious about it. So you, particularly here, are curious about things beyond your grasp. And that's what has brought you together as well. That good for you?
Perfect.
Let us do namaste. Namaste. Are we complete?
Yes.
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 Let us do the ringing of notes for the completion of the time together.
Welcome back.
Who said that? That you, Jessica? Who just said that?
Me.
Pamela. Oh,
I always